Can't find love? That day is over. With just 8 numbers, we can reveal all your secrets to sex and love. We call it Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. Find out the secret to your heart at secretsofbirthdays.com.
Soul Garden.
Hey there, Your Honor. Welcome to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Update, man. I'm DJ Dewey, sitting in for Christopher Witecki. He had some sort of a thing going on. We were having a party down at soulgarden.me. You should come on down. All the girls are dressing up as Miss Lilith. May the Beth Lilith win. It's going to be a contest to Inner Rage to come out, you know what I mean? Come on down. It's going to be a party. Chris Witecki's doing this groovy new sale at Soulmart, man, which is part of the establishment, but I can't get into that right now. They're all the same, man. Barack, Romney, it's all the same, man. Soulmart is just part of it. Well, right now there's a sale going on. I don't know if Witecki's going to like that, but that's what it is. All right, that's all I have. That's in it for my little hippie. Happy Halloween, Libra. Thank you for logging in. Sorry for my departure. I had a little bit of a spell there, as Dewey did say. We are in Scorpio, and we're going to wrap up Chapter 1 here on Halloween as I come back. The moon is nearly full in Taurus, putting emotional focus. Basically, what did it put emotional focus on? Oh, your trust and intimacy issues. Sorry, went blank there for a minute, man. I just spaced out. I was having an acid flashback. But for the Librans, you're working on soul capital. That's what it has been about. And the tug of war that I was speaking of was between where you draw boundaries or where you feel boundaries should be and actually what gives you value and not. So drawing boundaries as relates to value. And that's what we call soul capital. You must believe you're worth $1 million in order to manifest $1 million. And that's what this soul capital transit is. And basically on Halloween, we're making decisions. I'll get to that in a second. This moves into productivity and then abundance, the ability to draw in money. So this is the transit and the 3-year transit where Librans will be working on that. Money, man, it's all part of the establishment. So on Wednesday, it's sunny and rather private. The moon is in Taurus, so you're still feeling guarded emotionally for most of the day, even though it is Halloween. Maybe you're feeling a little spooky, indeed a little spooky. And truly, part of you is going to die. It's time to decide what you're no longer worth. That's basically what the first decision is here on Wednesday. Looking at the planets, the opposition is between what you feel boundaries should or not be and what you're actually worth. So it's a balancing of changing your boundaries to increase your value or not, or step away from at least where you weren't valued. The good news is Venus, your home planet, is in Libra, which means it's a peace train going on in your sign right now. And that also means at 4 degrees that you'll have a breakthrough of a new ego. You're going to feel the new Libra 2.0 when you draw those boundaries and draw the price schedule. So that's kind of part of what's going on, man. Yeah, it's cool. On Thursday, Mars rules the day, and so you're going to feel the aggro of it. Whenever Mars rules the day, Librans are a little uneasy, I think. But the moon moves into Gemini, which puts emotions into the intellect, and I think that'll be easier to manage otherwise. So it's going to be a day where it's time to take action. And where you're taking action is, of course, stepping away from the old pricing structure and toward whatever is potentially next. The moon in Gemini means that you're basically learning as all this happens and self-reflecting all the while. Now, looking at the planets, there's some parallel going on. As you take action, you feel your new purpose, and you also can play it out in your ego. Also, you're feeling a new relationship policy to yourself and the world, and you can see that playing out in your attitude. So a lot of groovy stuff going on, man, with those parallels. Then comes Friday. Now Friday, actually, we have a Taurus rule day or a Mother Earth rule day, and you are still learning. The moon is in Gemini, so you are self-reflective. One thing is, it's time to hold space. When Taurus rules a day, you're squatting. So what you're squatting on is the not giving it away, the no low prices. You haven't figured out the new pricing structure, but you know what the old one is going to go. So you're squatting in the potential of any price, and you're holding that space. And what you want to do is circulate gratitude for what you do have and what is valuable. That is a way to squat and hold space, is gratitude. Now, nothing is going to move in society for this point on through the weekend because of this grand square. It's not quite a grand square on this day, but we do have 2 major oppositions, and then it clicks into one the next day as the moon progresses into Cancer. However, on this day, what it represents is a bit of a tug of war One between relationships and ego. So although they are birthing new and changing, there is balancing going on between relationships and ego, or long-term relationships and ego. And then Mars in Sagittarius and the Moon in Gemini, which is your feelings about the way things should be. And then Mars, which is maybe being aggressive or too aggressive in your mind. So having to keep your mind and your beliefs in check too. This is all part of the balance as you squat on the new minimum wage, at least. At this point, it's a minimum wage that you've raised. And then we get to Saturday. Now, Saturday is a healing day. Chiron rules a day. The moon is in Cancer, and so emotions shift to your future and your legacy. And so you're feeling stuff up in that direction. And feeling the legacy as kind of your guide, you can come to some healing about your pricing structure and begin to approach the world with a fresh view of how you might draw on your abundance. So it's really a day of reorientating ourselves. Whoops, sorry about that. I got it all messed up. Whoops, again I messed it up. Here we go, sorry. But the cool part of this day is this soul pyramid. And that means that there's going to be a synergy of water or emotional energy that really unites your light and allows you to come into a whole new perspective. The three areas are your feelings of career legacy and where that's going, your love for your new pricing structure that you're heading down, and then this, a new lifestyle that you feel being born. So new life, a new career, a new value. That feels good. But I must say, the grand square is still in effect, and now it is shifted to the moon versus Pluto versus the moon versus Mars, which is what it was the day before. What this means is, as you are synergizing your lifestyle, your career, and your values, you are squaring off these other parts of you. Ego versus marriage, and then now career versus home and family, or self-nurturing. So you'll have to play this back. It is deep. And here you can see the planets. Pluto in the house of self-nurturing versus the moon in the house of career. So you're feeling the career, but you're held or anchored by home and family. Really, it's about owning that new value and that soul pyramid mostly. Then on Fun Day Sunday, Jupiter rules the day. So it's a day of expansion, man. It's a Jupiter day. It's a total hippie day, man. And so on this day, you are sunny and you are excited. And on this excited day, basically it's a day to expand. Basically, it's kind of time to go shopping and think about what you're going to draw in and what you're going to manifest with this new self-confidence and this new abundance that's kind of free and clear. Saturn in this space means you will succeed. So it is time to celebrate. And the moon in Cancer means you're really feeling how this is going to change your legacy and what you're known for, and that's pouring into your values. Notice Mercury, which is advanced up to Sagittarius, and that means that you are basically having breakthrough in your overall attitude about these things. So your mind is finally positive, maybe, if it hasn't been completely, or really starting to play along, which is nice. All right, Your Honor. Happy Halloween. I hope you have a good time. Come on down and play with us at soulgarden.me. We'll be in our inner child as we always are. And if you can't, we'll tape as much as we can. Otherwise, I will see you on Fun Day Sunday with the horoscopes. And until then, live, love, be, man.